As party loyalty declines, and that's been happening over the last 10 or 20 years, it's certainly true that the public is more willing to change their mind on their affiliations, on who they're going to vote for on particular issues. On the other hand, people are less interested in the political process. They're less engaged with what's happening. So in some ways, they're less easy to reach by politicians, and therefore that might have a different effect. I think overall, we can be less sure about what will happen with public opinion in any particular case.
But I assume you're talking about attitudes to political parties rather than public opinion per se. I think public opinion is always volatile. If you look at attitudes to Mrs. Thatcher, she would have been kicked out if there'd been a general election in 1982. Very unpopular, falling popularity after her victory in 1979. But of course, the Falklands saved her. You see her popularity surging up. If you look at attitudes to events of the day, you'll see massive movements in attitude, in reaction to sort of world events. But I would say that I think with traditional party loyalties diminishing, with party activism and the number of people who are politically active inside political parties in decline, I think there probably is some more volatility in terms of how people feel about individual parties at any one time. We know that interest in politics isn't changing, but we know also that people are pretty disengaged from the way party politics is practiced, and that means that there's more of a sort of pick and choose approach these days.
I don't think speed's necessarily the issue anymore, but if you like, promiscuity of voters. And in order to understand that, I think we have to go back to what happened in 1997. And prior to then, there was a large block of people who were rock-solid Tory voters, a similar group who were rock-solid Labour voters, and of course loyal Lib Dems too. But in 1997, the rules of the game changed. The safest seat in the country in 1997 was Huntingdon. There were more than 190 Labour seats that were safer than the safest Conservative seat. So something incredible and seismic happened to change the rules of the game. And that may be reflected in a quicker switch from loyalty to from one party to another. But I think the key thing now is that many more votes are up for grabs, and that seems to be something that is a function of what happened throughout the 90s, throughout the last 5-7 years as well, that it's now possible for parties to position themselves in a way that gives them access to different people than they might have been going for 15 or 20 years ago.